Hey, you're looking good today. This is Frank Phillips in the Brazil Times newsroom, and it's a glorious morning where we are. I hope you can say the same thing where you are today. However, I want to tell you we are under a flood warning in Clay County until 1:15 this afternoon. Once again, Clay County under a flood warning until 1:15 today. So what does that mean? It means be careful when you're out and about and try not to drive across water ponding across the road because, of course, you don't know what's at the bottom of that water. In the Brazil Times today, the Brazil man accused of calling in his own bomb threat at the Brazil post office last week appeared in court Wednesday. Carl H. Whitehead, age 49, was appointed an attorney who then pleaded not guilty on his behalf in Clay Circuit Court to a level 6 felony count of false reporting. 5 members of the Clay County Redevelopment Commission took the oath of office for 2017 on Wednesday night. Before administering the oath, County Commission President Paul Sinders had a few remarks for Tom Ames, Jan Howell, Bill Sisson, Fred Nevels, and Vicki Mace. Some people in Clay County don't even know you exist, Sinders said. Some people do, and some people know what you do. The Redevelopment Commission acts as a clearinghouse for businesses seeking help from Clay County and the City of Brazil in the form of tax abatements and in other ways. The Commission has a $12,000 annual contract with West Central Indiana Economic Development District, and in return, they seek out new business and help build in Clay County's economy in various ways. Well, there are at least 3 very happy children today after winning the district Elks Hoop Shoot contest. 3 Clay County youths have made it through local and district competition and are on their way to the Elks State Hoop Shoot competition. That's going to be on February 25th at Newcastle High School in Newcastle. The Elks District competition was January 15 at Noblesville High School. The participants competed against shooters from each of the 10 lodges in West Central District. The Brazil Elks Lodge competitors took 3 first-place wins, 2 second places, and 1 third place. Riley Myers won first place in the boys 12 to 13 age group with 24 of 25 free shots, the free throws made. Christina, do you think you could make 24 out of 25 free throws? I don't think I could. But anyway, that's what he did. Sydney Moorer was first in the girls 12 and 13 age group, and Braden Goff was first in the boys 8 and 9 age group. And let's see what else is going on here today from the front page. Well, this is important. We have our Senior Selections magazine that comes out today. No, that young lady on the cover is not a senior citizen. Her name is Tabby Stantz, and she is a certified nursing assistant. She says she just loves working with the senior citizens at the nursing home, or I should say at the assisted living center where she works, and we talked to her about that. We also talked to Tim, and I'm trying to find Tim's name in here. Tim Early of Brazil. And Tabby lives in Clay City with her husband and 2-year-old son. But they both talked about how much it means to them to be able to visit and joke and laugh with the people in the assisted living center where they work. So you can read all about that in today's edition of the Senior Selections. And we have a lot more for you. Those, of course, available in today's printed edition of the Brazil Times, or you can pick one up here at the office on North Meridian Street. Now, turning inside and seeing what else we have inside the paper today. We've got Mr. Pence, Vice President-elect Mike Pence. He'll probably be Vice President Mike Pence by the time many of you see this. But anyway, Columbus, Indiana has erected signs as Pence's hometown. And in another story, Pence says he and Trump share belief in the American dream. Now we have photos for you of that minivan accident that took place Wednesday morning on North Murphy Road. The minivan that was driven by Jessica Moorer left the roadway for some unknown reason, crashed into a utility pole, and ended up down in a field. Fortunately, even though mother and son were taken to the hospital, neither had suffered anything other than minor injuries. And let's see, what else do we have here today? In sports, the Northview Knights wrapped up the regular season wrestling slate with a 43-32 road win over Sullivan Wednesday night. The victory provided head coach Dan Mikesell with his 200th career dual match victory in the process. And that's great. Congratulations to the Knights on that big victory. And let's see, what else we have going on here. Christine, I just talked about you on the show, and you weren't even there, so you'll have to watch it later to find out.
Okay.
She says, okay. Oh, and finally, a little bit of a commentary today. Of course, this is the inauguration of Donald Trump, our 45th President of the United States. And you have an opportunity tomorrow to participate in something that is truly just as important to Clay County as the inauguration of a president, and that is the first Cracker Barrel of the season is going to be held at 10 o'clock in the morning. That's going to be at the Bowling Green Community Building. That's in Bowling Green, of course, and you go take the road into Bowling Green, and it is off to the south, and it's not hard to find there. But there are going to be state legislators representing Clay County who are going to be in attendance, Marshall Knuckles tells me, and it'll be your opportunity to tell them what you think one-on-one, both before and after the Cracker Barrel, and to listen to what they have to say during the Cracker Barrel, and that's tomorrow morning. The Cracker Barrel, of course, takes its name from the old practice. My grandfather had a general store, and he had a Cracker Barrel in his general store, and that was a local gathering place. Most small towns, that was the only business in town where people could gather. And so they discussed politics, and they talked about many other things. Well, that's what's going to happen tomorrow at Bowling Green. It's going to be an opportunity for you to tell our state legislators, look, this is what's important to me, and this is what I don't like. So I hope to see you there. I plan to be there. It should be a great event, and it's an important event also. Debbie Nevins is here. Zach Stultz is here. Glad to see you folks. And for Debbie and Zach and for everybody on Facebook who's watching this today and at thebraziltimes.com watching this, we hope you have an outstanding day. This is Frank in the Brazil Times newsroom. You're looking good. I'm having a great day. I hope you do too.